I know.
Yeah. So we're gonna talk about the vegans.
Mm-hmm.
The vegan is a science. I honestly feel like, and I always salute a lot of the vegan chefs here in the city locally. I'm like, how do y'all do this? How did you give me a chili dog and it was made out of carrots and all this other stuff you done threw together and tomatoes? And I'm like, that really kind of tasted like a chili dog. So again, it's all mental as well. We are what we eat, but I mean, there's definitely some good stuff with the vegan world also.
Yeah, I know it's all mental because it's crazy. Because I was downtown. Cause I worked downtown doing heating and cooling, and I was by Grinders. Grinders was crowded that day, so I went to a restaurant that was like next door to Grinders or whatnot.
Okay.
And it was a vegan restaurant. I didn't know it.
Oh my God, he just went there ordering some food.
And they didn't tell me. They was looking at me. They was looking at me all crazy like, this motherfucker don't know what he's about to order. And I'm like, why everybody staring at me and everything? I'm like, let me get this up here. It sounded good on the menu. I got outside, started eating it, walking back to my car. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And
you had to look. You had to go back and look. What
I did. I went back and I asked. I'm like,
something right.
I like it doesn't taste like it's supposed to taste. He was like, this is a vegan. I'm like, okay, you're gonna tell me now. Yeah. But you didn't tell me before. He
thought you already knew. They thought you knew before you came in there what you was getting yourself into. They thought you was trying something new, Mr. Moore. They said, come on, but this is a steak. But it's really a potato that's grilled. A mushroom that's grilled like a steak.
They right by Grinders, man. Grinders is...
I'm going to have to check them out.
Have you ever been to Grinders?
I've never been to Grinders.
Yeah, they sell pizza. They got a rock band that plays from time to time. They sell Philly cheesesteaks. All types of stuff.
Little spot.
It's a real nice spot. It's pretty cool.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out. I have not. That sounds good though. I love vegan food. When I say I do enjoy vegan food. I've had like some vegan tacos. I had like the vegan nachos, the loaded fries. I've had chili. I've had chili dogs. I'd be amazed honestly. And like I said, I'm a chef, so I'll try a little bit of everything. I don't eat beef or pork. Which is another thing people always
no beef, no pork.
No beef or no pork for
Okay,
almost 7 years this year, actually.
I don't really eat too much pork, but I like my bacon. Like in the morning, bacon.
You one of them ones. I don't eat pork, but I do want bacon.
But I won't eat ham or nothing like that.
What about a pork chop?
No.
Smothered with some gravy and some onions and rice.
No.
Oh, that used to be one of my favorite meals when I ate pork. That and some carnitas.
Well, I used to work with this Mexican guy named Felipe, and he told me how dirty pork was. How they used to boil it before they will serve it because the worms and everything else that will be inside of pork.
Yeah,
and he was like, and this guy was from Maduro, I guess. He was a real Mexican, and he didn't understand.
That's how Mexicans eat is pork.
Yeah, I know. He was like, he didn't understand how we just take pork and just eat it without cleaning it and without boiling it. It's like you had to clean it, you had to boil it and get all the pesticides, not pesticides, but all the bad stuff out of it before you eat it. And I'm like, I don't know nothing about that.
It's meat for sure, but it's the cheapest.
Yeah, it's the cheapest.
It's the cheapest meat you're gonna find out there. What else can you
What's the cheapest? Probably the cheapest way to death, right?
I mean, yeah.
Death
is easy, they say. Death is easy. Life is hard. Death is easy. That's what they said. Yeah, but
death is easy, but death is also expensive. It's gonna cost you to get out of here. You can't leave for free.
We can get cremated for $9.99 on some of them signs I see when I roll by. And $9.99 special might have to do for some people. Don't burn me up though. Don't you burn me. Just bury me, please. Don't
That's the same thing I said. Don't. You can bury me in the backyard, and I come back on the zombie apocalypse, and I'm gonna hunt everybody.
Yeah, there we go. As long as you bury me though, don't burn me up. But they're saying during COVID that all of the cemeteries and stuff got so full.
Oh yeah, it was burning people. Like
it was
burning
so
people.
Full.
That was
so
still
like, are your people really buried?
Nah, they burnt up. Shit.
Some of them might not really bury who y'all thought was probably buried. They might not even really be buried because they didn't have no room and stuff in them cemeteries.
Yeah, I seen that shit. I think that was in California, New
I
York.
don't know if it's true. And I'm watching this show. This is kind of off basis. I'm watching this show on Netflix called The Future Of, which I just finished. They have an episode on there called Life After Death. It's the first episode actually. The Future Of on Netflix. You should check it out. And it honestly kind of tells you about life after death, and about cremating and burying people, and if everybody should go over to cremation, and then they'll use your ashes to like plant a tree, and we'll have like forests pretty much.
So you're gonna turn me into a forest?
I'm gonna turn you into a tree, and then we're gonna put a digital screen right there that will have a hologram of Mr. Moore popping up. And throughout Mr. Moore's life, he has recorded, I'm kind of telling you what the show, he has recorded things like, I love you, Miss J, or I love you, Jay, or things throughout his life, or stories that he wanted to pass on. And when you go to this forest, you'll be able to click on the digital, your hologram will pop up, and you can click on a story to hear it right from your hologram. And you'll be a tree, and your ashes would have been buried there. Ain't that crazy?
You do me like that, I'm gonna hunt the shit out of you.
Man, I might not hunt you. I think that's kind of different. That's the only way you're gonna be able to cremate me if you're gonna turn me into the hologram like Tupac. Like if we gonna do it, do me like this, for sure. But yeah, that's definitely a good show to get your mind going, for sure.
So what is your good days and bad days when it comes to your business and whatnot?
A good day of business. Not working, hell no. A business, I would probably say just everything flowing properly, on time with everything. Time is my thing. Time is the essence. So, like I said, I do everything low and slow. I don't rush anything. I want my love. I pour my love into everything that I make.
I wish I can do that.
Yeah, don't you be rushing?
I'm rushing doing everything. Everything I do, I rush.
Sound like a man. Sound like what men do. They just be rushing sometimes.
I know. I'm trying to
getting in and getting out of there. It don't be right.
I'm trying to break that habit, man, but it seems like it's getting worse over the years.
But do you feel like when you rush, you get your job done correctly?
Yeah.
You do. Mm-hmm. Well, what's stopping you? Keep rushing it.
I don't know. It just seems like I'm just pressing the issue all the time, and I don't need to. When it comes to heating and cooling, like okay. Like we got to install tomorrow. I know I don't need to be rushing because my guy's gonna be out there with me working. Mm-hmm. But me, I'm gonna be rushing, trying to outwork everybody, and I don't need to.
So do you feel like you still gotta have your hands in everything? No matter, even when your guys is out there, you like, I still gotta come in and step and see. That's me.
Yeah, and I don't need to do that because these guys are well experienced now. I got a team of guys that's been doing this for a while now, so they about as good as me now. I don't need to be out there with them doing exactly what they doing. I can take a step back, but that's not me.
It's not you, but it has to become you. People change overnight. I don't care when they say people change. People change overnight. I am living proof. If you knew Nene Boss, Nisha back then, Lord, I apologize. I'm gonna stay right here. I apologize for that little broken girl I was, but I am not her anymore. So you can definitely change that, and you just have to put your faith into your people. Like me. When I started with a driver, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to get this food to these people, and this person is going to take this food here, and they're going to drop it off, and it's still going to look like how it left when they left me. Mm-hmm. No, I got to do it. I got to do it. But you got this to do. You got that to do. And I'm sure you have other things that you could be doing.
Exactly.
Versus, and you have to honestly put your faith in it. So even if it's you, if you got 3 jobs this week, I'm only going to show up at 2 of them versus all 3 of them this week. And that extra time, I'm going to use that if it's for yourself, if it's for paperwork, whatever it may be. Mm-hmm. I think you should try that because, even if you're not taking yourself all the way out of it, okay, I got 3 jobs, I'm going to be at 2 of them. Mm-hmm. So just kind of give yourself a pullback because you ain't hiring people for nothing. You don't pay them for nothing.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they ain't making less than minimum wage, are they?
Nah.
Okay, well, Mr. Moore, I'm sure you're getting them right. And you trusting the people.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta give yourself the relaxation. Drink your wine and sit on back and chill.
I know.
And say, they got it done. They gonna send me a text or give me a call once it's done, right? Mm-hmm. And everything gonna be done right. Cause you taught them. If the best taught them, what you got to be worried about?
That's true.
You ain't got nothing to worry about.